What is going on, YouTube and y'all squad? It is your boy Yocrates. Welcome to the Citadel for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Before I bring up everyone else, like I said, y'all see we got an open bar. Go ahead and get your drinks and whatnot, get your food. We got all type of options. I just had me some Alfredo with some fried chicken and garlic bread. I'm just saying, go ahead and make you a plate. Y'all behave y'all asses in the comments and shit, okay? All right. But without further ado, let's bring up my fellow panelists. So we first have Really Be TV.
Hi.
We also have Simply Sakina.
Simply Air. Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. Look, I was on mute. Hey, y'all.
And we have given you the real tea.
Hey, boo. Hey.
Now, we may or may not get Scotty. Like I said, Scotty going through it. So we just going to send him some love, virtually through the screen and whatnot. We may not get him. But if not, we're still going to have a good time because I can't speak for y'all. I thoroughly enjoyed the reunion last night.
It was another good one.
It absolutely was.
Now, I know some of y'all feel looking at me like, what the hell? Now, we got 8 tweets of the week.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. We have expanded 4. Who added on 4 more?
I did. Just go.
Wow.
Anybody say there was no cap? We ain't come up with no rule on how many tweets.
Girl, I got shit to do. How the hell you managed to find 8 tweets is beyond. What's the tweets, y'all? They better be worth.
Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so anyway, these tweets, like I said, they're fun. They're just meant for us to just have a little kiki before we get into it. So it ain't nothing crazy, Mr. Grouchy Pants. So here's the first one. Not Andy literally texting and calling out Wendy about her outfit. Now, Andy,
maybe that was funny to me.
It was, but have you ever done that to Karen for season 1?
Thank you.
Or Giselle?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Andy
I said that in my live. Thank you for agreeing with me.
Yeah, I agree. I said he should have saved that text for somebody else because there was far worse outfits. That was not the worst at all.
It definitely was not the worst, but I thought that shit was funny.
But I disagree. I didn't feel like she looked like no blue Michelin Man. Now what she looked like, I don't know. But it won't the Italian Michelin Man.
Well, if in all fairness, she did give herself that. He just said we need to talk about it.
But I really didn't feel like it was horrible. Like, I mean, the way he went about it, you would have thought it was the most hideous thing that he's seen on Potomac, and that's a damn lie. So it was just a lot for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Next week, see, we're gonna roll right through these. Okay. Say what? Stacy and TJ aren't together. Pretends to be shot.
Nah, for real, because y'all never was together. So
yeah, the girl, we didn't care.
Dwayne.
Hey, Dwayne.
Who Dwayne?
The man on the tweet. Hey, Dwayne.
Oh,
she the only one that thought we believed that they was together. Like, girl, you wasn't fooling nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we were playing along for the sake of playing along until we couldn't do it no more. Next tweet, somebody finna start swinging at the air, but that's okay. Stacy and this god awful wig. That's kind of how I was just like, especially at the ends. I was like, oh, Stacy.
Again, Stacy, the fact that you didn't know how bad you look, girl.
But Stacy, be clear, can't none of them judge you. If we gonna be honest, none of them can really judge you. We can go back to season 1 if that's what we want to do.
As the episode was going on, I just felt like the wig was falling apart. Like, it just looked like it was unraveling right before our very eyes.
I mean, I feel like out of all of them, maybe Wendy could say something. Wendy's first season, she just had a lot of bundles.
Yeah.
Yes, she had a lot of bundles in her head. Like, girl, you're gonna have to take some of them out. And then it was kind of like her hairline was real close to her eyebrows. So it was just a lot going on. But that was like the only issue I had with Wendy's hair as a first-time cast member. Like, not deconstructed.
All right.
It did. That's what it looked like it was doing. Maybe it's an African thing because that's how Bowles be wearing them damn bundles over on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and we know she can afford it.
And we know for damn sure Karen can't talk about nobody because it's like I said, her shit is way back here, and she had all this scat showing down to the damn thing.
Really, be this is how she got into it.
See, Karen can't talk
Karen looks good
about nobody.
Mia with it so hard.
He did say that was funny.
Karen, the top of your head look like the back of a baby's ass. Like
that way, bring that up again. Let me look at it one more time. Hold on.
Look at it.
That's crazy, y'all. The wig is on top. Her forehead is back. Wait, so they can see me. Her forehead is up here, y'all.
Oh my gosh. And where is her hair? Karen is balding boots, honey. Like Karen got all but Karen, and you got the nerve and the gall to try to read somebody.
No, her head do look like yours, T.
My point exactly. My point exact. I got more hair on my head than Karen do. Be clear. Karen, you giving me in a wig. Cut it out.
You ain't got no wig to put on to demonstrate.
Okay,
I can't even look that toe up and frowsy. All right, I can't.
Next week. What the heck is private homeschool? I thought it was just regular.
No, because I thought that too. I was like, it sounded a little off. Yeah, that was that. The private girl. Who else you gonna have somebody else kids come to your house too?
Like, at this point, why do y'all believe anything she say?
I didn't believe none of that shit. Girl said.
I did say there are some communal like homeschooling where people will like get together, pull their kids together, and some of the parents may teach different subjects. Obviously, that's not what's going on, but I'm just like, yeah, this just don't sound right. But
that's just homeschooling. That ain't a private that's not a private homeschool. That's just homeschooling. Like homeschooling is just different. There are different ways to do homeschooling. That's just a different way. So I ain't never heard of no private homeschool. It's already private. It's in your home. What the fuck?
Right.
Mia, we got a Father Time. We got a teacher on our panel. Girl, get out of here. Who the hell you fool?
All right. Next tweet. So pretty much Mia didn't catch that Giselle was saying that she flies coach.
She said she was all the way in the back.
In the back.
She said she was in the back.
Now, look, I just want to say, normally Giselle is not this quick on her feet. Now, my thing is it because she was really that mad at Mia? Did she have some stuff rehearsed? I don't know. I was here.
Giselle ain't that good of an actress. I don't think it was rehearsed. I really feel like she just decided to come and clock in because she had to. Like, I feel like Giselle is only doing any of this is because she has to. But my thing is the fact that she can do this, I prefer this Giselle. I don't want that other bitch that we've been dealing with for the past 9 seasons. Yes, this Giselle, I can rock with.
Yes, because she has been 100% up against the wall and like very quiet and cornered when she in reunions. When she gets backed into a corner, she don't say nothing but make stupid facial expressions, act confused, and don't be quick with it. So it's like to see her in this light, it is like now that you said that, T, well, where this bitch been this whole time? Was
like all right, second to last tweet. Wendy slithering down to the first seat after Mia left the reunion.
baby.
I didn't even pay attention
Slide
to that.
on down.
I ain't either.
Slide on down. She gonna be first chair next season.
And this is the last tweet, even though it's really not a whole lot, but finally a fun reunion that's not heavy. And it wasn't like towards the very end with Mia and Wendy digging in that ass, but it still wasn't like heavy, you know. So I appreciated that.
There wasn't any physical fights. There weren't any crazy allegations against, you know, one another. It was just, you know, a easy breezy reunion.
And I gotta say, I'm maybe I'm in the majority, but I thoroughly enjoyed the tag team in between Wendy and Giselle when it came to Mia. I enjoyed it. Like I said in my live, it put me back in season 10 of Atlanta
when it was wearing Kim out.
They was wearing the Atlanta Hillbilly ass out, and I loved it. Like it took me back to that. Like, can we get more of that? I'll be here for that.
Yes. Jump that hoe. Yes.
Baby. That shit last night was the epitome of ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. Because Mia didn't have no problem grinning and skinning these last 2 seasons when the heat was on other people. And she just lied her way out of that brown paper bag. But baby, they got her last night. And she got her ass up and left. And then went live with G afterwards lying.
That was when they did that live. I ain't know that.
They did that live last night after the reunion.
Wow.
Girl, she was just lying. She sat there. This how you know when people just be lying. They sat there and admitted that they lied about the divorce. Gordon sat there and said that he withdrew. He filed for divorce in October, November, but then he sat there and admitted that he withdrew the divorce because him and Mia, he came up with some bullshit lie. But he admitted, so when they said at the reunion that the divorce, there is no divorce, and Mia was like, that's a lie. Girl, Gordon admitted that he pulled the damn divorce. And that's why we're still getting divorced. We're just working on the co-parenting. You ain't got to pull the divorce to work on co-parenting.
Right.
You don't. And then she lied and said she was in the final stages when she was talking to Andy. Like, you're not in the final stages because ain't nobody said, I ain't seen no shade. Well, shit, I don't even follow them. I ain't seen no Jasmine Brand neighborhood talk. I ain't seen nobody saying one of them filed for divorce. I ain't seen that nowhere in the blogs, and you already know that would have been somewhere. So,
girl,
here you go lying yet again. That's why nobody believes anything that comes out of her mouth.
G said himself that he just filed for the divorce back in November. I'm like, girl, y'all been separated for a year. He just filed for divorce in November, and then he withdrew it in February. If you don't go sit your ass all the way the fuck down.
Everybody getting on these shows and prolonging their damn divorces. I mean, granted, Ashley had to wait at least a year, but it's like, why is even the Beverly Hills girls is delaying? Like, come on, y'all getting separated. Make a move, please. We tired of this all across the franchises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So that was the beginning of everything, you know. So with that being said, let us go ahead and get into the review for this reunion. But before I do, I want to dedicate this clip to Curran.
Arrest her. Clank the clank, bitch. Arrest her. Clank the clank, bitch. Arrest.
Just had to. I just had to.
She got too many jail references to be so loud with her situation.
That part.
Too many.
I don't think that poor defenses, aka Tree, nor that damn medium would appreciate her run around here without. Keep going. I ain't got time for Karen because I see really getting pissed already.
So we start the reunion with Mia sobbing, air quotes. Andy goes back there, tells her about, you know, Shane spiraling, don't let it get to you. And then Mia gonna lie, because we just brought up gonna lie and say, you know, brings up her being in the last stages of her divorce. I was like, really?
Lies.
So now we back on stage. So they want to pick back up with G&A, which I'm like, Lord, why? Giselle is an empty, but said it's amazing, so good. She probably getting her back broke. Good for you, Giselle. The twins, first semester, both 4.0 GPA.
Good. Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Now then we get the Jamal of it all, and was like, why was his wife dressed like they was doing Wicked? I'm like, okay. And then we find out that the twins, I believe all of the girls don't really know the stepmom. How do y'all feel about that? Because to a certain extent, I get it, but it's like everybody grown. I'm sorry, everyone is adults, but y'all should at least know something about this one.
I personally feel like they're not little children. They don't have to deal with her. I don't even think they deal with Magilla Gorilla like that. So to sit over here and feel like they just got to have this relationship with Magilla Gorilla's new wife, I mean, they don't. But if they do happen, let it happen naturally. Let it be because they just so happen to be in the same place at the same time, and they just so happen to want to get to know each other. I can appreciate it going that way versus people trying to like get them to just accept her and then like her and then all the rest of that. Like, I just feel like that's when it gets messy. Like, let it just happen organically. Let it happen naturally, and it can go from there. Like, don't force it. It ain't got to be forced.
Okay.
So I kind of agree. I was a little torn even when I did my review last night because on one hand, I'm like, they're grown. So if they want to build a relationship with her, they can. But at this point, it doesn't really need to be forced. But then the flip side is, I mean, they did ask, Giselle what her opinion was, and she was just kind of speaking her opinion, like she didn't volunteer it. But I was kind of like, but I also understand where she's coming from to be like, well, look, has this woman put any effort into getting to know my children? And do they feel welcome? You know what I'm saying? The fact that one of the daughters actually lives in Atlanta, I'm sure out of the three, she probably at this point has more access to him because she's living in Atlanta. But I don't know. I mean, I think they are older, so I don't think it's as big of an issue as if they were younger. I mean, they're all over 18. They're grown. They can pick up the phone. He can pick up the phone, whatever. So I don't know, but I do kind of understand, Giselle saying, look, they don't know her. Like there's been no attempt to build a relationship. I do think that's weird that my dad is getting remarried and I don't know this woman that he married. But I mean, but that's Giselle's version of the story too. So.
Right.
They probably don't know
Giselle also shaded that lady. So we got to take that into an account too. Giselle shade the hell out that lady. So I mean,
she did. Now you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. She shaded the fuck out of her. You ain't wrong.
So I don't really care about Giselle and Ashley and their flings because again, they have a whole dating show that ain't nobody finna watch.
Right.
But apparently, I don't believe this to be true, but apparently Josh was upset about some of the things that were said about him. Whatever. And of course, Ashley wanted to come at Wendy. And my thing is, Wendy, I would have just let it pay the dust only because she ain't had a storyline this whole season. And let really be telling every time we get a scene with her and her people, it's the same three things discussed every time. Wendy gave it to her.
Andy.
Listen, I understand Josh's feelings because Josh really hasn't done anything to nobody. So I do get him feeling a little bit hit by what Wendy said. I get it. But at the end of the day, I can't get upset with Wendy because much like Wendy said, you brought up a whole rumor about my husband and a sad baby and everybody blamed it on Giselle. But that ain't had nothing to do with Giselle. Actually, that was you. Eddie didn't do shit to you. Eddie didn't deserve to have that happen to him. Eddie didn't deserve that straight, but he got it. So for you to come up here now and want to be upset about a dude that you ain't even with, y'all just friends with benefits at this point to let you tell it, girl, bad. Why should we really get into all of that over somebody that you ain't with like that? Josh may be a really nice man, and I'm not taking that away from him, But I said if Josh feel a way about anybody, he should feel a way about Ashley. Ashley, the reason why he in this predicament in the first day of play.
I mean,
this how I feel about it.
Oh,
go ahead, boo.
No, I was just gonna say, Wendy, I appreciate the fact that you told her sit there and sit with him.
Yeah,
her version of I said what I said. But go ahead, Rick.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what I actually was kind of gonna say. It's basically the same thing. I'm like, first of all, Ashley, after the way you done talked about every single person on this show and their spouse, significant other, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Girl, I know you better go sit your ass down. First of all, you should have got him together. You should have got him ready. Say, look, you're going to be on camera. You're going to be on TV. They're going to talk about you. For you to sit there and be like, his feelings were really hurt by you saying that I made a lateral move and that he looked like Jack Harlow. First of all, he do look like Jack Harlow. So don't nobody give a fuck. And Wendy was like, so he was mad that I called him Jack Harlow. Second of all, making a lateral move to your ex-husband. Girl, if you don't go sit your ass down and you act like this man was really in his feelings, maybe he is too young to date you because he 20, 21? Maybe he just not at the maturity level to deal with this.
Didn't he say he was 30?
Yeah, he like my age.
Yeah, he in his 30s.
Right now, I don't know how old that boy. I don't know how old that boy is, but I just thought it was a whole lot. Like he was doing too much.
I'm gonna say this though, but at the same exact time, Wendy kind of low key was doing you a favor. Well, not you, but doing her a favor because she could have really went that way. It's like, so you mad because I said it was lateral. So what? So you went from somebody who was sitting here touching on production's ass and whatnot, doing all this other crazy stuff to this wholesome individual over here. So you mad at that? You mad at the transition? That was a positive transition. Or are you mad because you know he ain't got the money like your deviant does?
But see, that's another reason why I wasn't so pissed at the QVC lady. Okay, hashtag Team QVC lady. That's another reason why I won't all the way pissed when people try to make it seem like, well, she used Wendy as collateral damage. Bitch, bad. Because Wendy did the same shit, so I don't necessarily feel bad for nobody. Now, like I say, I think Josh is a really nice man. I don't feel as though he did nothing to nobody. But I mean, if he caught a stray, he caught a stray. Fuck it.
And it wasn't nothing serious. Like they wasn't attacking his
like
worse
has been said.
Okay,
worse has been
Jack
said.
Harlow. Okay, it was a lateral move. Okay, a lateral. Would you like somebody to say a lateral move or say you was a bum, you broke? Like she didn't say none of that. Like it's okay to have your feelings hurt, but baby, it shouldn't cause all this commotion. Because even Ashley brought it to Watch What Happens Live and brought up his cancer. Like Ashley, you trying too motherfucking hard with this situation. Nobody gives a damn. Sorry, not.
Well, I ain't gonna necessarily say I don't care. I can't say that because I'm a nurse. These people gonna take my license. But
no, I'm not saying about his cancer. No, I'm just saying don't nobody care about him being talked about on the show amongst the women.
Right.
His cancer,
it is what it is.
That's a big deal. It's just as far as like she tried to put his cancer in there as if that had anything to do with it. Like, girl.
All right.
And like T said, this is all of this for a man that you just said basically is a friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Sit all the way down.
Right. Like you just said,
bro.
Yeah, you just sat here and said, well, we taking a break, we cooling off. So I don't understand what you're doing, Ashley. Let him fend for his damn self. Let him get that together. Tell him to get Eddie. Let him go tell Eddie, I don't appreciate what your wife said about me. Do something that.
Y'all cutting up in the comments. Cut it out.
Yeah. Peace of you. I can't put that up here. But anyway, so we get the new girl package, Stacy and Kay. So Kay and Greg are still together. They went looking for rings last week. Kay said she purchased a separate. She did separate from him, but is in the process of. She'll move back in after the ring. Now, all I'm gonna say is this: the condo thing, great. Kiana, regardless of what happens between you and him, never lose it. rent that thing out, whatever, but don't give it away. Have a prenup and all the other stuff. But Andy, I got one question.
Don't give her no damn advice, y'all. Quit giving her ass advice. I'm on Master Kingdom tip. Don't you give her stinking ass no more damn advice. None.
We all tried out.
Wait, Andy, I just want to know why you did not ask Kay about the house things. Because it's just like, so you moved out, but did y'all go half and half on this? That was a missed opportunity, and I wanted to know the answer to that. Now I'm opening it up to y'all because T yelling at me in my own house. I don't like being yelled at, sir.
Well, you're my friend. I have to tell you like it is.
We done.
Well, this all I'm gonna say. That goes back to what I said earlier, that really wasn't them buying that house together. That was really Greg's house that you was moving into. And when shit didn't work out, you went and got your own situation. Excuse me. I said earlier on, about 4 or 5 episodes ago, that I really didn't have nothing else to say about Greg and KK, and that if she showed up at the reunion and said they were still together, I really didn't have nothing to say. So I'm gonna stick with that. I don't have nothing to say. Girl, if you like it, I love it.
All right. So then Andy has a question for Stacy. So he was talking to her. He's like, yeah, so, TJ being your former lover, before he can finish, then you have Kay says, were they ever together?
Kay, you wrong, Kay. Kay, you wrong. Because considering what you got going on up here with Greg, Kay, you're wrong. See, Greg's been showing their asses on Bravo shows these days. But Kay, you're wrong.
Greg's.
Okay, no, Kay, you're wrong.
No, she not.
Yes, she is.
Because that's true. That's true.
Maybe. But at the end of the day, Kay, girl, because you still with damn Greg. You want everything that come with Greg, and that's fine, Kay. I ain't here to listen. You see things in Greg that we don't know nothing about Greg. The only thing we know about him is what you told us and what he's shown us. So fine, but y'all gonna get enough for coming up here trying to make these men look some kind of way, and then the next thing we know, you still will. Looking for rings and shit after you had to buy a damn condo. Kay, you too smart for that. Like I said, Kay, if you was some mud duck out here in the streets who glacious as hell, that shit that they do. You way too pretty and too sophisticated and too successful on your own to be seen and shown and looked at in this for me. Like, it just bugs me when I see very successful, beautiful Black queens up here. Just, I'm gonna move on. Somebody else talk.
Okay. So, we have somebody with the stunner shades on.
Hey, boo.
Well, look who decided to show up.
Said night. Okay.
Hello.
How you doing?
So before we get into the Stacy of it all.
Well, how y'all doing?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, boo?
Right. Y'all trying to push on to the next subject.
Be nice to Scotty tonight.
How you doing, Scotty?
But I'm here.
All right. Well, we glad you're here, boo.
Come on, pull yourself up out of it, bestie. It's Pisces season, bitch.
More reason.
Pull yourself up out of it, girl. Now, wait a minute. G says, is it love or desperation when it comes to K? What y'all think?
Both.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think she does love him. But sometimes we love people and we hold on longer than we should hold on. So yeah.
Oh, I know that. I know that feeling well.
I think it's the I don't want to say sustainability, but it's just that comfort of knowing that you have a regular schmegula and the consistency there with that, especially if what was said was true about her previous relationship. I think it's that stability.
I came in here in the middle. So where y'all at again?
We just the part where Andy had just talked about the new girls. And we were just about to get into Stacy. You got anything you want to add?
The only thing I'm gonna say in regards to Kay is she's doing things where she doing things that she don't need to do as a woman that's just in a relationship. I just feel like buying homes, getting them built up from the ground up and shit. You do that after you get your marriage license and that you're married. You don't do that when you engage. I don't give a fuck if you got a ring on your finger because the engagement can be called off at any moment. You know, until you jump that broom, that's when you need to do stuff like that. I'm
not
glad she got
the broom.
I mean, yeah, jump the broom. Once you jump the broom,
I'm joking.
Oh, well, once you get married and stuff like that, that's when you do stuff like that and make purchases like that. I'm glad that she got enough sense to go and get a condo that belongs to her and her only while she's not married. You know what I mean? And I just think that if she wants to be on this show, then she might just need to focus on just being a friend because Greg don't like being on this show. And as long as he don't like being on this show, it's not going to work for her.
Totally agree with your best friend.
But see, my thing with this, like I said, Kay always tries to sell us this Greg thing. And I don't. Happy birthday, boo. Shout out to the Pisces.
Period.
Yes, happy birthday. So, my thing is she always tries to sell us on him. And I get that he don't like being on camera. It's intrusive. It's all that. But that's not enough of an excuse for me. That's not going to get me to like him. For me, it's all about the way that he treats her. And I say this in my review. He gets on this TV and he talks to her disrespectfully.
He does.
And in their dialogue is not painting him in a good light.
It's not
just him not wanting to be on camera. He seems like an asshole. And because of that, we don't like his ass.
And another thing, I'm sorry, T, go ahead.
Could it be we're seeing that from him because he doesn't want to be on TV? Like some people, they can feel like they're faking it and I'm being supportive. Two things can be true. You can be supportive, but you can still be like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like maybe that's why I say, because I don't know much about Greg. You know what I mean? To really sit up here and say he's this, that, thing, and the other. I kind of feel like two things can exist at the same time. He is trying to be supportive because he does love her, but at the same time, he don't have a good poker face. He don't want to do this shit. And you can see it in how he reacts to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it could be right, but what I'm saying is I just can't say he's trash. Or like I can't, like I ain't seen that much of him.
Maybe he's not trash, but his actions towards her is.
I said he an asshole.
Right. And maybe it's because he just don't have that poker face. He don't want to do this shit.
But he's just here because of her. If you really love and care about somebody, it's the way that you go about things. I don't like the dismissiveness. She said out of her own mouth. Again, this is her. She tries to sell us, and then it's only so much that she can hide. Because she's like, oh yeah, he spontaneously took me to Paris, and then it's like, no, he didn't. Y'all already had that plan beforehand. So that's the part where she be trying to sell us like he's just such a good guy. But then she's talking to him and she's like, I shrink when I'm around you. You're dismissive of my feelings. And these things are not happening on camera. This is clearly their day in a life.
All right. So now this is what I'm going to say as a little bit of a pushback. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Uh-oh.
We're getting her side of things. I would love to hear how he feels about certain shit, because it's like we do this a lot, and it's just like I get it. I totally get the optics and how things look, but I also feel like Kiana is a smart ass woman. She ain't got to be with this man if she don't want to be. And I also feel like if he was really that much of a fuck up, she probably wouldn't even be dealing with this shit because she ain't got to. So, like, that's all I'm saying. I just feel like we don't know that much about him other than what he's shown. And from what he's shown, I get the people that feel like he's this, he's that, he's that, he's this. But yet we have Kiana sitting up here like, I mean, yeah, y'all see that, but he's such a good man and he do me like this and he take me there and he bought me this. And it's just like when you do shit like that, that's when stuff starts to muddy up the water for me.
No, I get what you're saying, but all of what you're saying is only her overcompensating for something that is really not. Like, she wants us to believe that that's the type of man that she has, but then when he gets on that screen, he shows us otherwise. So
and she get on the screen, she get a crying. Majority of the time we was seeing her towards the end, she was on the screen crying every time.
Yeah,
but now she's up here on the reunion saying, well, we looked for rings. And we're doing this, that thing, and the other. And listen, I understand his feelings because I get that. But see, that's what I'm saying. When that's what muddies waters. It's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with nobody.
It goes back wait. When I said that she's overcompensating to fulfill something that's not there. Like, she wants, it's like she's putting on appearances so he can look like the type of man that she wants him to be, but then when he shows up, he's completely opposite. And even now, she's on this show on a reunion. Oh, we looked at rings. Yeah, y'all looking at rings, but that doesn't mean y'all relationship is getting any better. Because I can sit up here and tell y'all all day that I'm in a great relationship. I'm in a good place, knowing damn well I'm not.
Yeah, and that's what makes it confusing.
Look at
it would be better if she just be real and honest with how she really feels. And after looking back at the season, be honest with how she really feels versus getting up here and trying to make him happy. No, say how you really feel.
If I can interject for just a second, I'm gonna let y'all finish. But shout out to the over 300 people that are watching us this evening. We appreciate it. Now I'm gonna be on my Sakina for just a moment. I see 141 likes. Now I ain't too proud to beg. Can we at least get it to 200 likes? Like, I think that's feasible.
Can we get it
get
to
us
it?
to 200, child, because like YouTube already been fucking with a lot of us up here already.
But
I ain't gonna hold you. I've been seeing it a little bit.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out. Y'all finish.
Run us some likes, exactly.
I think that's pretty much all that we really got on that.
Yeah,
we already gave her a lot of shit. And
I think we all had.
I wouldn't give her all of that.
I think we all had points, though. I think everybody had a point.
But I just hope if Kiana and Greg do come back, I hope maybe next season, because we see that he's kind of cool with Eddie. So maybe by next season, maybe we would
maybe he can film with the men.
Maybe we will see a different side of Greg, and maybe he will start to be a little bit more opened up since he seems to be cool with Eddie and shit like that. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna hold my judgment until we get down to next season.
Well, I'm gonna say this though before we move on. And I know this ain't got nothing to do with Potomac. It's more so about Atlanta. It just goes back to, like, we see that Shamia has a peach this coming up season, and we know that her husband did not want to be on the show, but now she's on the show, and he's going to be on the show with her. So I'm hoping that her husband doesn't do what Greg is doing.
Right.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Right. See, we got to take that into consideration. Most men, they're like, because we saw it with Todd on them damn Housewives. He didn't want Bronwyn ass up there telling all the damn business. He did not want her ass there, but you know, he was a good sport about it. He was a champ. You know, for her, he did it.
Now he has some all right moments, but he is another one. Just because you don't like being on camera, that does not mean that you have to be an asshole to your significant other. That does not make sense to me, and that will never be a pass. So you got Todd, you got Greg, and whoever the hell else don't want to be on camera and film. That does not give you the right to be on camera acting like an asshole. Don't be surprised when you get backlash and the audience hates you.
Well, but see, I can also get a pushback to that. because he could also feel like, listen, I ain't want to be up here in the first damn place. And now I got to be on Twitter and Instagram and see people talking shit about me. So it like that's what I'm saying. Like never mind. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Wait, so I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get into Stacy. And here's my only point. From how I look at it, if this is what y'all showing us on camera, and if this how y'all speaking and treating y'all women's on camera, the hell y'all doing behind the camera? But anyway, back to Stacy. So Stacy,
I mean, listen, let's not sit here and act like any of them are damsels in the damn stress. Okay? Let's not sit here and play that goddamn game. That's why I'm glad I'm here to have the unpopular opinion, because a lot of y'all be trying.
You on your busy shit today. They'll be happy in the comments because they say we all think alike and all of that.
Yeah, we all yes men.
Yeah. So
I know you watching.
Stacy talking about that guy, and she says that it was a lot of pressure, and after watching things back, she was shocked about how he spoke to her, and then her family didn't like how he acted, and then how I'm being paid. How I'm paying him to be on the show, and how he was being more interested in the trainer.
Wendy, you the messy bitch, and I love it. I didn't know you was the one that bought that shit up, Wendy. I didn't know that was you. Wendy, I gagged.
Wendy was here to work.
Wendy, I gagged, girl.
Wendy was here to work.
She said that quick. She said, I said that.
Right. I gagged at Wendy, baby. I was here for it.
Wendy was here to work. I told you.
Did she lie though?
But when she said the trainer thing, I'm sitting there like, but Stacy, Wendy wasn't the only motherfucker that said it. I'm saying
like girl, get on Twitter.
And watchers alike that was saying that.
Yes.
She was, but Wendy grabbing the microphone at Bravo Fan Fest saying that nigga was way more interested in the trainer than my friend, and I didn't appreciate it.
You had to be watching the Whether You Like It or Not panel.
I had to have been, child. I appreciate you for being around here, Wendy.
They ain't gonna never tell us.
Also said, what did she say? She remember when she seen TJ for the first time, she said, that's not a man who has sex. She been on his ass.
Sure has.
She ain't doing nothing but seeing what everybody else see, but
sure ain't. Right. Wendy, I was here for it. Sorry, Stacy, but I was here for Wendy.
Now, she lets us know that they broke up over the holiday season. How convenient. And then lets us know that she is divorced, which I'm just sitting here like, Mia, even though Mia don't count, but Mia, primarily Ashley, how the hell y'all let shit, even Kenya, how the fuck y'all let her get on here? And within a whole season, she divorced.
I didn't even care about that. What got on my nerves was Stacy sitting over here talking that she accepted the alimony, but not child support. And I had people, women, in my comments trying to normalize that shit.
Started again.
I said at the end of the day, alimony is for her. Child support is for our Bella. Do y'all understand? And yeah, a man will get out here and tell you, oh, that's my daughter. I got her. She good. I ain't got to worry about that. Then he get out here and get with a bitch. And then the next thing you know, it starts going down less and less and less and less. And then you find yourself begging and asking and pleading for this, that thing, and the third. I don't understand the women that got under my comments to be like, well, alimony lasts longer. Who cares? This is about this lady's child. This is about her daughter. And I feel as though he should be put on child support because he can get with another woman and change his mind and be like, well, you're getting alimony. Pulling the same thing that the Neplicon pulled on damn Lexi from around there, the Housewives. Well, you're getting child support, right? So they could say that he could say the same thing to Stacy. Well, I'm paying you alimony. Get it out of alimony.
Right.
That's the point that I'm trying to tell y'all stupid ass women that got up under my comments trying to normalize their bullshit. See, this is why it's hard to stick up for a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all just dumb.
Oh.
So this is how I feel about the situation. Let a judge tell me I'm not entitled to it. Fuck that. I want everything. I want all of it. Now, if the judge come back and say you're not eligible, you don't qualify, y'all weren't married long enough, your prenup, all right, cool. But until the judge tell me, I want all of it.
Period.
Everything.
Period.
The attorney asked me what I want it all. I want
her
all of
attorney even told her, "Are you sure you want to do this?
Exactly.
Like, why do you want to do this?"
So really, B, you saying that you and your Apple Watch run me my money or run me my fade, run me my money the way I get paid? That's what,
run me my money.
Yeah, like it's always about the child.
Right.
Have something set in place.
The kid.
Yep. Have something set in place that come hella high water, he's gonna do for that damn daughter. Because I'm telling you, a lot of the times these men start feeling differently when they get in something new. And then that new woman get in their ear, well, I don't understand why you got to pay this, that, and the third when you already paying this in alimony. That's how it starts. Then y'all back in court again, fussing and fighting over this shit.
All right. So Stacy and TJ are still friends, even though y'all were always friends.
Okay.
A question was asked. First off, before I get into this question, Andy, you did your thing with these questions from the viewers, because normally you be picking some I don't know questions. Now for the viewers that was submitting these questions, y'all did y'all big one. I appreciate that.
They did, baby, because them viewer questions was messy.
Well, here like it was you with TJ for a storyline and to boost his acting career. And with that, I'm like, if it was that, TJ did not really give good acting because he wasn't selling much of anything.
He won't.
And then Stacy says she doesn't know what to say about it. Now, Andy, here's where you had me fucked up. I love Stacy. You ain't press her because she didn't answer your question.
I agree.
I agree. Times where I'm like, Andy, come on, press the gas, and he just
agree.
Like, okay, we gonna move on.
I agree.
All right, everybody in agreement is okay. Now then, Ashley brings up Stacy wearing this. Oh, here we go. The same dress she wore a few months back. I'm gonna get this out and I'm gonna let y'all talk. And then Stacy says Vivian was being shady. Stacy felt that she did it on purpose. When he was like, well, you said fuck that bitch. Stacy says it was difficult because she elevated her by having her as the exclusive designer.
Did you?
Said to me, and it's over. Now,
you better read, Stace. I was for it, QVC lady.
I will let y'all go. Go ahead.
I mean, it already seemed like Vivian was established. So putting her on the map, for me, first of all, you putting her on the map as a newbie.
Yeah.
That's not that impactful. Like, and I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, girl, we just met you. This is your first season. So that didn't hit for me. It's like, okay, well, clearly Vivian already is established. She be styling whoever the hell she styled.
Who the hell she styled?
I don't know. I'm just saying she got her own boutique. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
And she got her own boutique. So it's like, I mean, Stacy, girl, please go sit down.
The only hoes I seen her style was these hoes on Potomac. And that don't speak much. But
You know what, Lauren? You absolutely right.
Okay, now look. Thank you for the super chat. Now, and look, this was in the chat earlier. So C said hashtag QVC lady. So
that part, C, hashtag QVC lady, period.
Not everybody and their mama got their own boutique. No, Karen said something about Vivian in the earlier I think the first episode or something that made me feel like, okay, so Vivian.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think we saw her if not last season, the season before, at least once.
Scotty told me this morning that we saw her in season 5 and season 6. And I said, y'all saw her ass and her coloring book ass fashions in season 5 and season 6. I'm just noticing her ass now. All right. And there's really no shade to Auntie Vivian.
It is shade because you just want to take up. You just want to take up for QVC, child. All I did was tell you that her ass was on the show before Stacy brought her ass along, and you just refused to listen to anything that you say. Anything that we say. Bitch, we know you don't remember seeing her, but bitch, she was there.
I don't know her ass or her coloring book ass fashion.
You barely know QVC, so shut the hell up.
I do know the QVC
you barely
lady.
know QVC.
I do know the QVC lady. My Aunt Chirae bought mad shit from the QVC lady. I know the QVC lady.
Shut the hell up, T. Shut up.
All right. Don't you tell me I don't know the QVC lady.
Shut up, T. I can't take this standing from you. I just can't take it.
Why?
Right, round 2 from earlier, Chad.
All right, wait. Really B got something. Go ahead, baby.
All I was gonna say was I could tell by the reaction of all the ladies on that couch when Stacy made the comment about elevating Vivian, and when all of them kind of gave her the what? That tells me that Vivian does have some sort of a presence, at least among that circle, and they were really sitting there like, girl, you really thought you was elevating something when Vivian is already established here in our circle of friends. And so that's how I feel about it.
And I also want to say, Stacy, baby, I love you. I do. But what I'm gonna need for you to do is I'm gonna need for you to think before you speak. Because for you to say that you elevated her, but your fashions weren't elevated. You said you elevated her, but you had that crunchy ass wig during the reunion. You elevated her, but your wig is just sitting on your head with no heart. Like, you gotta be elevated.
Who the fuck steals anything from Ashley?
If you talk about fashions, that's Vivian's fault. I told y'all she be drawing in her damn coloring book, girl, and the people be going down here. Like, I still want to know one credible person that done walked out in Vivian's designs. Y'all saying she this, that thing, and the other. I have yet to hear.
I ain't said a damn thing besides
one credible person that she ran out here in damn style that could get up here and say, "Oh, Miss Vivian is the truth, girl."
See, just say you stand for QVC. Just say that because you just you reaching high and low to stand for her ass. Just go ahead and say.
You on her payroll?
No, I just live for the QVC lady because she's been taking people money for years. And I live for the hustle.
You've been bald.
Okay.
You've been bald.
Thank you, C. Hashtag crunchy ass wig. I did just say that, but thank you.
He reaching high for the clouds.
Trying to act like Miss Vivian is the guru of fashion. Girl, bad. Child, please. Listen, the drag queens would be called dead in her god awful ass fashions. Not by any damn means. You will never see Funky Dineva in her shit.
Why not?
Timbe either.
Why not?
It's awful. That's why. Ashley looked awful in the dress, and so did damn Stacy. So
you wanted with that one little dress. Every designer got a little dress that's ugly.
But I will say, Stacy, you did put 20 on 10 with that. Like you threw your friendship away with Vivian behind that god awful ass dress that looked horrible on the both of y'all. Yeah. Like it was a lot, Stacy. All jokes aside, that was a lot.
Your queen is fake T. That's all.
Hey, something was missing because the fact that she went so quick to maybe it's because she'd been around too long, but the fact that she was so quick to say and she's dead to me, like
girl,
yeah, Stacey, that was a lot,
right? Like
I'm telling y'all, she phony.
That was
a lot, Stace. Like all of that. Because of that god awful ass dress, it didn't look good on either one of y'all. I mean, but it's true. It didn't look good on either one of y'all. Like, what is you so mad at?
Nah, that was too much though. Like, girl, it has.
There is more to that story.
Other than that,
right? Okay, so
I agree with you. There's more to that story because
let's move.
Let's
move the train along. So we have another shady ass viewer. that had a question, and it was to Mia, when you were with Gordon, you wore blazers. Now that you're with Ink, you wearing fashion.
They didn't tell not one lie. They didn't tell not one lie.
But Mia did admit that she was getting paid. That she has a endorsement deal with Fashion Nova. So.
But when she did y'all see Ashley face? Because Ashley had that look of, I've been wearing them for free and I ain't getting paid. Did y'all see Ashley face though?
Yeah.
No, but I'm not surprised because I done spotted her in a few Fashion Nova fits that I had in my cart and my favorites a few times. So
but I'm just like again, Andy, I don't know if you picked these questions or if you had an intern, but whoever was picking the questions.
Andy messy, he knew what he was doing.
Cause they didn't lie. When Mia first came on, she was always dressed down to the nines. Yeah. As a businesswoman.
She was a CEO.
Right. Yeah, I was working corporation.
And then when she got with her DJ, she went to Fashion Nova.
She turned into a drug dealer girl.
Yeah, how dressed.
Trying to dress like
she had a corporate job anymore.
Like, girl, please.
All right, so let me see. And then we had Giselle in her shady petty moment where her finale dress came up and she said, and we knew she bought it to spite Stacy. Unbeknownst to us, she gifted that same fucking dress to Wendy. I'm like, ooh, that is shady. But speaking of this, I do want to say before I forget, Stacy, again, I love you, but I think you lying on Vivian. And here's why. You had this whole thing about Wendy not wearing this certain dress because you didn't want to be upstage or whatnot. You had all this energy for that. I'm more inclined to believe Vivian when it comes to this whole dress debacle and everything that Vivian had to say, because you already shown how you were over somebody possibly upstaging you.
I said in my live, Stacy, I'm going up for you. But to be honest, I believe that the conversation went like this. Vivian got her dresses back and they smelled like dogs and shit. And I believe that Vivian said, girl, you got big nerve sending me back my dresses smelling like dog shit. Like, you didn't even have enough decency to get my dresses cleaned from a cleaner.
Paris, bitch, please.
And I believe that Stacy said, bitch, who the fuck is you talking to? Because if it wasn't for me being on this show and using your shit, nobody would really know who the hell you was. So deal with it. That's really what I think. And then when Stacy got up here and made that assumption about Vivian, that's when Vivian came out and said, oh, hell no, bitch. What you not gonna do is sit over here and try to play me in my fashions.
What did Vivian say?
And I believe that's what brought Vivian out to really tell the truth about Stacy. That's honestly what I believe. I believe that they had a conversation offline. And Stacy felt like she was gonna stick it to her on this reunion because she wasn't gonna be at the reunion. So Stacy could get up here and curate whatever story that she wants to curate. That's honestly what I think. Now, y'all said that I gave Auntie Vivian a lot, but I also said that I felt like Stacy put 20 on 10 and she used this platform to try to like shit on Vivian. And that's what made Vivian come out and tell the damn truth. I believe what Vivian said. I believe what Vivian said.
Now, I do want to say before we get into the of it all, lots of laughs I had in my nose where I was thoroughly enjoying the fact that even though we talking about this and that everybody was laughing. We can find the funny in this. And just as it was starting to get a little deep, it goes back up in the laughter. And then, of all people, Jacqueline walked her pregnant ass on stage.
Why?
Thank you.
Baby, I forgot she was there.
She had to be there because she was there for the season. So
no, she's only there to answer questions about Mia for me.
Why is she here?
Because anyway, so
why is she here, Hoppo? Why is she here?
All right, now y'all, we need to endure this next part. So we get the Mia love triangle package. Ink isn't there. They're broken up. And she says there were outside influences. Things were hard. Andy,
nice.
I look, Andrew, I don't always go up for you, but when he was like, but you said your tagline was ink is permanent. I did about through my damn phone. I was just
they open the door for it every time.
Shady. Okay.
That was funny to me. So then Wendy brings up the backlash of, being on the show and whatnot, and him possibly not being ready. I know people on social media was getting on Wendy, but if y'all was paying attention, Wendy was giving accolades just to burn that shit down. Because Giselle then says that she felt like Mia and Ink are still together. She lives in ATL. Ink does as well. Even mentioned the fact that she be on the plane in the back. And coach. She ain't
Giselle 8.
Wendy says she feels that Mia had this orchestrated for the season, but when it backfired, she had to pivot. Her, Gordon, and Ink are in on it.
I agree. I've been said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I kind of sort of just want to know, Wendy, what was your breaking point with Mia? Because you should have been on her ass like this when she doused you, when she baptized you, and then hit you with the clutch. You should have been on her ass.
I feel like the reason why she wasn't is because she was back into a corner and she was outnumbered. And now not that that's an excuse, because I mean, if I was back into a corner, it wouldn't have stopped me from doing shit. However, that's what I think. I think that that's the reason why, because she's no longer backed into a corner. Because she was drifting along by herself. Candace was, I don't really want to say Candace was on the island with her, because Candace had a little bit more favor. But at the same time, Wendy was literally by herself. Like,
hey, boo.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie. Hi.
Bonnie is amazing, by the way. She did the chasing panel with us one time. She's dope. Y'all should check her out.
Go support her. Ain't she trying to get the 5K?
I think so.
Now, I think we all agree with you, Dr. yourself. Whitney gotta be watching. She must. And if she is, I mean, hey, let us know. Yeah. And Wendy, if you want to, baby, you come up here and give us it. Better yet, don't give me the interview. Give Scotty and Terrence it. No, give really B the interview. She gonna treat you right.
I tried to get an interview with Wendy. I tried, child.
I'm saying because of proximity, I think.
That's what I mean by proximity. I have a friend. Well, she's not my friend. She's my friend's cousin. She worked in the White House and she was actually friends with Wendy. So that's why I went through her. But I don't know what happened with it.
Well, don't give up on that.
Yeah.
Now, see, we gonna get to the unseen footage. It's in my notes. We gonna get there, but thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. So then we have another question from the audience. Did you tell your kids about the divorce on camera? Like, was that their first time hearing about it? Yes.
And she had to admit that it was.
And I'm glad that she did. And then she said her kids are not allowed on social media. What about your oldest? And Jeremiah knows nothing about what's going on.
I doubt that. I highly doubt that. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. But then again, like, Mia didn't have no choice but to admit that that was her first time talking to her kids about that, because remember, Gordon said we gonna have to run that conversation back, like, because it did not go the way that I guess they intended or they discussed, and plus it was on camera. I do remember Gordon saying that. But yeah, that boy 9, he don't have to be on social media to find shit out. Because like they said, they friends got tablets and everything else.
Yeah.
Baby, And he got ears. Hell, he can overhear what the hell y'all talking about. The kids in the next room. And anybody that used to be a kid, which is all of us, we know that we used to be in the other room, fake sleep, hear people around the corner and everything else, listening like hell.
Okay, especially when we had the house phones and my mom be on the phone with somebody and I put my finger over the thing so she can't hear me breathing while I'm listening to the conversation.
Right. And I mean, to me, saying your kids on social media is the same as when my mom used to be like, well, she got a bedtime, so I know she's not watching TV after she ain't supposed to be. Kids do what the fuck they not supposed to do. That is what a kid is.
Exactly. You know like, there's loopholes around all of that.
So basically, y'all talking about me or talking about Giselle's kids?
No, about her not her saying that Jeremiah doesn't know about what they have going on. Like,
yeah, we haven't gotten to that part yet. Not that part yet, Scott. We're itching to that. Now, the IVF and the pregnancy thing comes up, and I got, again, I'm a whole ass dude, so I ain't got those reproductive organs. So I was confused because I'm trying to follow it where they're saying you couldn't have been pregnant if you were doing IVF, and I guess I got to take blood and do this. And can y'all clear that up? Because I was really trying to follow it, especially with the whole thing of if you did IVF to have Jeremiah, then that means that obviously that's Gordon. So go ahead.
Okay, so the thing about IVF, it is a process. It is not, you don't just go to the doctor and get a prescription for IVF. It is a process. There are a lot of tests involved to make sure that you as a woman, that your body can physically handle it. They take specimen from the men to make sure that their sperm is viable. And then and it is very expensive as well. You have to get medication. There are rounds of it. There are different shots and pills. It is a whole process. And before you get started, literally, the one of the last things they do before you start a regimen is for them to make sure that you are not pregnant, because the whole purpose of IVF is to get pregnant. So if there's a possibility that you are already pregnant, there is no reason for you to be on IVF. And for me to be like, well, they wouldn't know for 4 to 6 weeks. Bitch, what kind of pregnancy test are you talking about? Because I can go to the doctor today and to give them a urine sample and they'll know whether I'm pregnant or not. Like, I didn't know what the hell she was talking about something. It takes them a couple of weeks. In 1974, maybe. Not in 2025. What the fuck is wrong with you? So for me to be like, well, I could have possibly, first of all, and I don't even think, and this part I don't know to be a fact, but I don't think that you can have sex after a certain point, because once again, they don't want the possibility that you are having sex.
You're right.
So I think, like, when you get ready to start IVF, I think you have to stop having sex at a certain point until you start the medicine, because they don't want there to be any type of an overlap. So again, I mean, T is the medical professional. He's agreeing. So I'm right. But yeah, like, I have friends who've done IVF. That shit is too expensive for you to be playing with.
Yeah.
So for Mia to be like, well, I could have possibly been pregnant already. No, the fuck you couldn't, Mia. No.
She's lying.
Let me say this. You couldn't, not if you was following doctor's directions. Now, again, this Mia we talking about. But you couldn't, not if you was doing not if you was following what the damn doctor said. But let's not forget the fact that Mia told us 2 years ago that she knew for a fact who her baby daddy was because she was doing IVF. You can't come and change that shit now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Andy asked Jacqueline her opinion. She says that seeing the song and dance before, Andy at some point had asked her how to put it here, but does Mia lie? She hasn't lied to me, but she does sometimes, over exaggerates the truth. Yeah, I'm kind of like, you trying to be a good friend, but not really.
Jacqueline, you, because you up here pregnant by a whole nother nigga that ain't piss pot.
She probably pregnant.
So you can't tell me shit. To be honest with you, Jacqueline, You can't tell me a goddamn thing.
I told you why you talking about her being pregnant. She probably pregnant by me, or why you bullshit?
Probably.
Anyway, so
because at this point, you cannot tell me a goddamn thing, Jacqueline. Nothing. You had us up here believing that you and Piss Pot were supposed to be being good, doing this, doing that, and then you get up here and admit that you're not even pregnant by him. You pregnant by some fuck nigga that they saw you with down to the premiere.
She probably cheated on Piss Pot with this person.
Probably.
So
you know they.
This was
I think the one that she thought we gave a damn when she was like, oh, when Ashley was like, is that who you brought to the premiere? And she was like, oh, well, we'll talk about that later. Girl, don't nobody care about you in this storyline. You trying to come up to buy you another season. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Stay tuned. I said, girl, stay tuned for what? This is your last season.
Now, here was the part that
I was. The fact that your ass wasn't even out there.
I was like, okay, Mia, you're done. Stick a fork. Because Wendy brings up when they were in Miami that Mia said that the group as a whole is Destiny's Child. She's Beyonce, and everybody else is Michelle.
I get so tired of the Michelle.
Me too. Child. That's why I didn't even address it in my in my review. Because
if you're gonna say somebody's name, say Farrah.
Not Farrah.
Okay, thank you.
Stop saying Michelle. Say Farrah or Latavia.
I almost spit my drink on my damn MacBook, and it's already on his last leg. Don't do me like that, bro.
Don't do you like what?
No, Terrence said bringing up Farrah. Like I almost spit my drink. Like my MacBook.
Farrah.
Oh, was you?
It was me.
Damn it, Scotty.
Wendy did say she was Kelly, but on my thumbnail I said she the Beyonce of the group because she really running shit.
Child.
So then another question is brought up, and this is when we get to that super chat that C had gave me again. Thank you. If bringing up your children brings stress to your life, why bring up Giselle's children in worse context? And then she says that she didn't think it was okay and apologized. Giselle brings up Mia jumping up, getting in her face as if she was about to do something. And then Mia was like, it's because you called me a bad mom. And I have to give it to Giselle. Giselle stood on big motherfucking business because she's like, I did. And pretty much within the context, you are a horrible mom. Because what self-respecting mother will bring their children up here and and Mia gives up the lead. And I'm just like, well, goddamn, Giselle. Because again, we don't see this from Giselle. But I was here for it.
I'm going to say this. Somebody really tried to argue with me about that, about me saying that I was on Giselle's side when she said that Mia was a bad mom, because somebody was saying that it was a low blow for Giselle to call her a bad mom. But I'm like, so was it a low blow for Mia to say what she said about her fucking daughters? Like, it's tit for fucking tat at the end of the day. Call them whores. So if you talk about my children, what the fuck make you think that I'm gonna give a fuck about speaking about your motherhood, which is trash?
Like, when you really think about it,
it's that delay.
When
it's that delay, I'm sorry.
It's cool, I know. When you think about Mia and her parenting, her being a friend, and her saying things like, I can't be a good friend right now, like, this reunion really just got my mind going. Like, Mia really is not a good person for real. She is a habitual liar. She does weird things and thinks that it's cute. Like, I don't know. The maturity isn't there. And it's like, girl, you are atrociously flawed. I don't really be seeing no good qualities in her. Like, yeah, she makes people laugh. She has certain, scenes and moments that are funny. But all in all, like, girl, what are your redeeming qualities? Like, Giselle has been held all throughout this franchise, but her redeeming qualities is her being a good mom. Like, we can't even say that about you. So, girl, what is it? Because at this point,
it's not her looks, it's not her skin, it's not her surgery.
And I'm gonna say
it's not.
Oh Lord, not them surgeries. And I'm gonna say this too. I hate when people get on these reality shows and they equate their bad behavior to, but we're on reality TV and that's what they do on reality TV. Like that irritates me. So like, for example, when they brought up the whole paternity thing and she was like, well, I mean, I would explain it to him just like any other thing we talk about on a reality show, like as if to say his paternity was fodder for a storyline because she's on a reality show. I hated that. I hate the fact that she tried to equate that shit like that was normal. There's nothing normal about you using your child's paternity as a potential storyline, girl. If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere.
Let me do the laugh real quick. I mean, a cry. Y'all always trying to make me do shit. But I did it for y'all.
I be somewhat ass. I just put it up there. But look,
y'all notice how whenever we get that Mia cry, the doors always closed. We never see it.
Every time.
Yeah. Now, I want to say this, and I feel that I can say this when it comes to Terrence and myself, is if y'all really thought that Giselle went low, I guarantee you, myself and Terrence and possibly Scotty, we would have took that shit way past hell.
No, we know you would have took it low down to the ground.
Wait, Scotty, that's why I said, and maybe you, but I said I can speak for myself and Terrence. I know for me,
maybe Mr. Still Standing would have, but not Scotty by nature.
Scotty by nature is reformed.
Look, y'all, Yocrates, whatever you want to call, would have taken it all. Because again, you don't play it by mouth. Look, I was at work, when Jasmine had her surgery and whatnot, and my supervisor was calling Jasmine a bitch. Technical term, she is one. And I told him, mention my dog name one more motherfucking time if you want to. And everybody was just like, oh, he on his Will Smith. I looked at my supervisor like, say her name one more again if you want to. If I'm like that for my K, now anybody that's with me, you say something, it's over. I'm going to say the most heinous shit. I'll deal with the backlash later. So for me, if these are kids, and again, I'm a whole ass dude, but if I birth these kids, went through whatever, and then you have the audacity of mitigated gall to call any one of my children a whore, when you a whole cum dumpster, oh hell no, that's it. Like, I'm about to wear your ass out every fucking chance I get.
She's a liar. Not only is she a liar, but she is a bad mom. I don't care how low it is. She is a bad mom. She is a bad mom. She is a fucking bad mom. I don't care.
Oh, wait, Catherine. Remember what Lady May said when she was like, go to hell, I vacation there. So Greenleaf.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, that's the funniest shit.
Baby, let me tell you something. I don't know who used to write for that damn Lady May, but baby, they deserve an Emmy every year.
That was from Family Reunion.
Yeah, that particular.
I'm thinking about, you said Greenleaf.
I'm talking about Greenleaf.
Oh, well, that line was from Family
Reunion.
Was
from Medea Family Reunion.
Oh shit!
Yes, but whatever. Yeah, but whoever fight for her on Greenleaf, they deserve the Emmy every year.
It was still the same character for real.
I mean, yeah, low key, yeah. All right, so
that's true. It is.
So after all that, yeah, Mia leaves. They take a break. Greg and Eddie are the only husbands there. It seems like they're building a genuine friendship. I didn't spend too much time here only because, one, I told y'all this how it was going to end, which means we're going to pick right back up here and give more context. So I didn't really say too much, but they called TJ. He had to evacuate because of the fires. He said he ain't doing this fake ass show with these fake ass people. Eddie texts Wendy. Wendy is gagged, to quote Terrence. And that's how it ended.
They playing with us, but the reunion was good.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I said this on my review. That scene seemed a little fake to me. It seemed very contrived. I feel like Wendy already had this information. I feel like TJ had already. I believe the information is real. I just think the way it happened was fake. I think they wanted to get it on camera. They wanted it at the reunion, and I feel like that phone call was very fake, very scheduled. Wendy with her fake, oh my god, oh my god. I think all of that was very fake and set up so it could get on the reunion. That's my opinion. Now, I think the information that they buy, I think what they get ready to tell us is real. But I think that Eddie already had that information. TJ had already told Eddie, and that they was trying to get that shit on the reunion. That's my opinion.
Well, I hope he's telling us that he's Sheena J and not TJ.
Whatever it is, I think is real. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I think is real. I just think the way it was done was just very contrived.
I mean, and if we gonna keep it a buck, to really B's point, Eddie is not an actor. Like when he was saying, "Oh yeah, you're going to the White House to interview," and then Wendy had to jump in and help him. So he's not an actor. But look, they helping to push this thing along. Wendy is the MVP of this motherfucking reunion.
Period.
But I do have a question though. How do y'all feel this reunion would have played out if we had Karen? Do y'all think that it will be as good as it is?
You know what?
No, because they would have spent way too much time on. I think they would have spent way too much time on Karen. So no, I don't think they would have got some of the other shit.
I agree.
I just thought about how good it is without Karen. And because it's so good without Karen, it makes me feel like they can also have a good season without Karen.
Yeah.
Like, that's where my mind goes to, because this second part didn't have nothing to do with Karen, and it was still good. So it's like, hey, the Grand Dame, baby, life can go on without you, and it don't seem like it would be any type of voids there. All they need to do is add somebody else, add Jazzy, and maybe somebody else, and I feel like, you know, they'll have a good little cast going on. Hey. I say she can sit this one out.
I'm gonna just leave that alone. I ain't even got nothing to say.
Do y'all feel like Karen can go in the comments? Y'all let me know, yes or no. Do y'all feel like it can?
I mean, she probably needs to sit out for one season though. She got enough going on.
Hey, boo.
I mean, I'm really playing, but I don't disagree. I don't disagree about if Karen were to leave, the show wouldn't collapse. But I don't feel like I think it's been proven with all of these franchises, as much as somebody's a fan favorite, as much as we love them, that any of them can go and the show don't have to collapse. It may not be it may not be to where you are as far as your liking of it anymore, but it doesn't have to collapse. I mean, we saw that with Nene, we saw that with you know, with all of these shows. We think that one person is the linchpin, and unfortunately, it ain't always like that, you know.
I agree. I hate it when people center a show around one person as if it cannot go on without that person. Like when Candace first left, she quit. They didn't fire her. She quit on her own. So, it's gonna be whack without Candace. Bitch, the show was whack her last season while she was there. Like, it doesn't matter who's there. If everybody's not bringing
it, you get Candace back.
But I do think we need her back. However, that doesn't matter who's there. If everybody's not pulling their weight, the show is gonna suffer, regardless of who's there. Because even when they were saying Nene, the show was boring without her, but before she left, y'all was saying it was boring while she was there. But that's because everybody wasn't pulling their weight.
Okay, so y'all brought up Candace. Now, as much as that's my girl, I love me some Candace down, but I kind of feel like we can go on without her too if she decided not to come back. And, you know, of course, I would be happy to see her come back, but I do think that the group overall, like the morale will be a little down. And I say that because of the beef with her and Giselle is so strong. Now, what Wendy and Giselle went through, that was something that they can talk out. But Giselle insinuated something about Candace's husband. And so their relationship will never be the same. So I feel like because they will never be on the path of, reconciling, it will put another wedge into the group's dynamic, and it would just I feel like we'll kind of be back at square one.
Pretty much.
Well, I have a question. Hypothetically speaking, if Karen is to get jail time, do you all feel that they will temporarily pause Potomac until she comes back?
Not at all.
Nope.
Not at all.
No,
not at all.
She ain't Teresa.
Is that because of the reunion?
Maybe.
I was going. No, I'm asking y'all. Like,
I don't think Karen is that big of a. I don't think. I mean, as much as I love Karen and she's an OG, I don't think Karen is that big of a part of the show that they would feel like when they did it for Teresa Giudice. I mean, Teresa Giudice was New Jersey at that point.
Yeah,
like she was. But Karen is not carrying Potomac like that.
And to be quite honest, Potomac, as much as we may love it, Potomac ain't never been as popular as in Atlanta or New Jersey or anything like that. Like they ain't never been on their level like that. To be pausing the show for one person, like no.
Okay, so with that being said, before we wrap this thing up, last takes. Really be. Part 2 to reunion. What's your hot take? Talk to me.
I loved it. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think this might be the first time in a very, very, very long time that I think a 3-part reunion delivered. For the exception of that segment last night for the fashions, I don't think any of us really gave a damn about that. But as far as the Mia of it all, as far as the whole cliffhanger at the end, even though we knew that was coming or whatever, I think it was a really good. I thought it was a really good episode. It'll be very, very interesting to see how it all wraps up for the finale. But I was here for it. I'm enjoying the reunion a lot more than I thought I was. I must say that.
Okay, Sakina, what's your hot take from part 2?
I do like part 2 for sure. Love the gang up. Love the fact that Wendy and Giselle got on Mia's ass, but not only it was like a group effort. You had the main people, which was Wendy and Giselle. Then you had the people that was, coming in for a little jab. You got Stacy coming in. You got Kiana coming in. Ashley. They all was like jumping her ass, and I found a lot of enjoyment in watching that because they was tearing that ass up.
I'm tickled.
All right, Scotty, what's your hot take?
I am very much so enjoying this reunion. I thought it was gonna be whack as fuck like the season, but it's getting.
Okay, and Terrence, what is your hot take for part 2 of the reunion?
Shout out to Wendy and Giselle for having Father Time's ass on the rope. I was here for that. But justice for hashtag Team QVC lady.
Anyway.
All right. I'm praying and hoping that season 10 she gonna come back and give what the Detroit girls is supposed to give. I'm yet holding out for you, QVC lady. Don't make me look bad, bitch. Because I'm gonna cut your ass out on the third part of the reunion. I swear to God. Play with me if you want to. You're gonna find out.
Okay. Well,
right. My hot take is simply Jacqueline shouldn't have been there, and we needed Vivian. So with that being, and I did enjoy part 2. So how we always end it, going around and everyone let the people know what you got going on. And just so y'all know, we will be here, we'll be doing this, but we'll be at Sakina's house next week. Yes. But really, what you got going on?
Child, same shit, different day. So Potomac, Married to Medicine, Beverly Hills, the Whether You Like It or Not, Beverly Hills Edition, Traitors. I am going to review Beyond the Gates. I watched the first episode today. It looks pretty good. So I'll be doing that as a weekly roundup. I will not be doing a day-by-day review on that. So look for that on Saturday or Sunday, depending on what my weekend looks like. I am doing Ready to Love with Shade in the City, child. They done got me doing Ready to Love, so I'm doing that.
I watched that
earlier. You watched our review or you watched the episode?
Mm-hmm. Y'all review.
Oh yeah, girl, they got me doing that. Raising Kanan will be coming back in March. I know I do Raising Kanan. I do the Power Universe. Real Housewives of of Atlanta, of course, coming in March, and the Chasing Dallas, I'll be doing that. That is a web-based reality series, and that is coming in March as well. I think that's everything, child. I think that's everything.
And don't forget, y'all, while Really B was live last night, she saw that Mia and Gordon had something to say. She screenshotted it. It's on her channel, so you can see them defending their stance on her channel.
All them lies.
All right, so Scotty, what do you have going on for the people?
Can I go last? Because I want to also include what I announced earlier with this.
Gotcha. Okay, so since everything got reconfigured with Terrence being up here, Sakina, what you got going on?
My Housewives of Potomac review just dropped, so y'all make sure that y'all go watch, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I also am reviewing Ready to Love and Housewives of Beverly Hills. And yeah, that's it. Can you pay your internet bill?
Karen, so what do you have going on? Or is he frozen?
Damn, he got to be. Anyway.
Where you at? How?
Don't worry about what the hell somebody sent me down in my DMs. Y'all knows it. Anyway.
You said it out loud.
Because I was shocked.
You said
it. What do I have?
Child.
I mean, listen. Wags, I don't know what happened to Wags, just like I don't know what happened to the Love and Hip Hop. They might show up, but in the meantime, in between time, I am going to continue this show as well as Married to Medicine, Atlanta, and all that good stuff. So just be on the lookout for whatever lives I got. I've been surviving on lives. I don't know how I was able to do it, but I am. So just be on the lookout for the miscellaneous lives that go on. All right.
Not miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't ask me about Wags because I ain't finishing.
Ain't that something?
I'm reviewing. No. Potomac, Married to Medicine, Love and Hip Hop Miami, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills panel with Really B, JB, and Belle, and the Chasing panel every Thursday. And also I feel like it was fine for me to say that earlier today I announced it because I was so excited to after Josiah showed us the little thing that he made. But for those of you who didn't see it on my community wall or on my Instagram, as the Real Housewives of Atlanta goes into its new era for the Sweet 16 season, there it is. We are going into a new era ourselves for the ATL panel, and it will still be the 6 of us, but we have Busy Blue as an official panel member alongside us for the Real Housewives of Atlanta panel. Based off the comments up under that damn post I made on Instagram, y'all are very happy to see that Josiah is returning, and y'all are very happy to see that Busy is finna be permanent. This is gonna be chaotic.
Thank you, Cajun.
Very chaotic. What?
You saw that? Oh my God. I didn't know y'all was looking at that bitch. Y'all is nosy. Y'all busy.
What happened? I gotta rewind it.
Jesus.
Look in the comments. Just look at what he's put in the
comments. Just look in the comments, girl.
We're promoting this all week. We have another promotional piece at the end. If Really would send her part tonight.
I literally did it right beforehand, but then when
I
was
really
editing,
be the only one who ain't sent hers.
But I edited. I literally messaged Josiah. I said I did mine, but it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, mine was too. You might got to text it to
9 minutes. He got to chop and screw the fuck out of Busy's. His was 9 minutes.
I had to text him, man, Sakina. That might be what you got to do.
Oh my God, really be. Oh.
Okay, wait. Y'all don't say too much because y'all gonna give it away.
I'll tell her backstage because this lady here.
Okay, so y'all feel like I should send what I got?
Yes. If Busy sent that 9-minute part, you can send that.
9 minutes is crazy. See,
that was over 2.
He gotta chop his up.
How long was yours, T?
2 minutes.
Okay, bitch, I'm sending it then.
Yes,
I don't want to remake
how Busy had a 9-minute video.
Yes, he did. He gonna FaceTime me and say, "There's no way I can make this 1 minute." I'm like, "Yes, the fuck you can. You just talking too damn much."
Exactly. But I had already edited mine a little bit. That's how we got down to because I chopped and screwed mine. But I'll send it.
I'm about to say mine was 1.5 minutes. So, but anyway, So
I'm like the kid in class that missed their homework assignment because I don't know what the fuck y'all.
You will know when we get back there because I'm really gonna be on your ass.
Check the group chat.
So really quickly, what I have going on is Potomac and this panel, Beverly Hills panel. Once we're done with this panel, it'll be Atlanta and the Atlanta panel. And as of right now, that's it for the time being. So with that being said, we kept y'all here. We have roughly 353 people in the chat. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all show this same love to Sakina next week because we're going to be over there to round this thing out. Support everyone up there. And with that being said, we love you all. Please rate, comment, subscribe.
Keisha, don't you play with me. I ain't above it. Keep playing with me. See? I did it circa Christmas 2021. Scotty,
know it. Bye.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.